the paper. So we talk about the assignment, and you have the reference paper by Professor Lee Wan. Okay, and in his work, we should locate formula number 4 in the page number 6. Okay, so I open the reference paper for you in on the screen now. This is the paper, major reference for your teamwork assignment. We study about the stochastic program for uh, eva- evacuation planning. Evacuation planning in disaster response. Okay, this is interesting one and complicated one. We know. So there are some guidelines I would like to have you for the team. So go to the slide. Sorry, the page number 6. We have the two stage defined clearly in the chapter 4, and we will apply to the evacuation planning problem. You see that we have to go from the phase number 1. In the step number 1, you have to employ the variable Sij, right? Sij here. So the Ij become the node inside the graph, defined to be the maximum flow of people moving from some node I to node J. Okay, so let's say the location will be Ho Chi Minh City. Then we define one node will be one district. So we can say, for example, I and J become district number 5 and district number 10. 10 go to I and J to 5. Okay. Let's say people get some earthquake or something in nearby Ho Chi Minh City, SMUT, then we have to evacuate the people to some well-known hospital in District 5. There are many hospitals in District 5. So the IJ become one connection. Then you see in formula number 4, you have the scenario S and you have the tie bond T as well. Where the summation depended on the threshold capital T tilde. So in real life, we think that the T capital T tilde will be something like 3 days. So therefore, compared with the chatbot, the tie bond will be district, and we can say day 1, day 2, day 3. And you want to move the injured people in 3 days, so that the summation fulfill. You cannot move everyone in 1 day, so that's why we have the capital T tilde, and that's why you have the formula number 4. Understand? Very clear. Okay. So you have to look to the paper, you look to the chat box, and listen to my explain. So therefore, the explain in the row after formula number 4 is wrong. Understand? That should be the summation equal to number 2. If you assume Sij to be number 2. Number 2 here you can understand to be 200 people if you may define, or 2,000 people, whatever. So we move the people from district number 10 to district number 5 in 3 days. The summation should be that Sij. Therefore, this one should be summation. Okay, the pink one should be changed. That is the first comment I would like to make before I close this one. I enter to the new discussion here. We move to the right hand side and look to the formula number 10. And we keep that constraint in the final equality here. You see, in the model number 10. So basically the new variable yigst must take the sum to be hij. So I ask you a few questions. When you apply the Lagrange multiplier method, after this one, the author suggests some new multiplier from multivariate calculus. Optimization require the Lagrange multiplier, and we need to introduce a couple of new variable we call the alpha ij us t right here in the formula number 14. So I will carefully use the color green for you, this one. Only alpha igst, okay? Then I will close this one. I will open a new slide from the student who very good, he raised very good question about the validity of model number 12, okay? So I will close this slide. Right now, I will open a new one for you, okay? Stop this one. Because this one is the question very matter for your teamwork in the next few weeks, all right? So this one. We talk about the summation, we talk about the model number 10, and then this is number 10. Then using the Lagrange multiplier, if we follow formula number 12, this is the original idea from reference 1. You see that somehow the last equation of model 10 is not truly, fulfilled in formula number 12. Because the summation we don't see clear if you write in the format like this one. So therefore, I would say that I would ask you the first question regarding this formula number 11 may be not fully perfect, okay? Then if that one is not perfect, then how can we move on? And some students recognize the drawback of that one. He firstly count the number of multiplier, I mean the Lagrangian multiplier. If we follow that, the number of multiplier will be the product of the number of scenario with the number of connection in the graph. Okay, see clear? You read the argument after the block number 10, where if you employ the formula number 12, then number 12, you count the three summation, okay? Outside will be the number of scenario. Next will be the number of time point, that means the day where T tilde become the maximum time threshold for your implementation, the evacuation plan, okay? And finally, the number of arcs or the connection in the graph. But the last condition in formula number 10 somehow not fully, valid. You see clear the work in formula number 12. Compare the last equation in formula number 10 with the summation in number 12. Okay, not the same, right? You see clear? So that's why if I push, I provide the second question here, then you can also answer, right? Number 10 and number 12 are not the same. Agree? Nghĩ? You see? So if that happened, then we try to criticize the new formula. I will give you the last formula and read the last question Q3. This is the in the black box. Compare that with the formula number 12. See here, you see the black formula on the screen. Here, Đồng Quốc Hiếu.
Yes.
Yes. And how many summation in the black formula? Two or three summation?
Two outside, one.
Two summation, and we put the last summation into the bracket inside, you see? So we transform the last equation in the group number 10 to be the component inside the biggest bracket. You see? Very clear, huh? So my question to the whole class will be, somehow the black formula is better represent for the action of evacuation in your stochastic program of the teamwork. Okay? So some students recognize the drawback of 12 and he proposed the black one. And if we agree that number 12 is not so good, then we have to transform, we have to reuse the new one here for your teamwork. That one also easy to implement because the number of Lagrangian multiplier, Lagrange, Đồng Quốc Trung say something bad born. So read that your comment for the class, Đồng Quốc Trung. You talk about the black one, right? Read that one.
Sorry, I have
Oh, echo. So let me copy that one and put again for the whole class. This is the comment from Đồng Quốc Trung. We are in the critical questioning and answering, and we promote that one when we propose the teamwork. Okay, he said that this one is not completely represent the Benedict function of relax. This only represent inequality constraint. So represent the, do you want to say the other way around, Đồng Quốc Trung? Because the new one represent for the equal constraint. Summation of the Yij equal to Xij, right? So I think this one is the goodness. So I correct your sentence here with the new one from my point of view. The goodness he put at the end of, the second row, okay? The black one is good because that can represent for the summation of the Y, that means the equal constraint. But tell me more detail about the Benedict function. Can you refer that one to something in the model? Okay. where is the benefit function of relaxin? Where is that one? Tell me. We talk about the benefit function. So the workroom, please indicate the location of that function. So we have the Lagrangian multiplier alpha. We need to employ that one to find the optimal solution for the two-phase stochastic program. The formula. So that means we are trying to say that you could replace the formula number 12 by the Planck formula. Okay? Formula number 12 in the model. Let me show you formula 12. In the original, he copied there for you. Okay? So the original paper mentioned about the Lagrangian multiplier, and this is the okay. One moment, I will get the information there for you. When we try here, the alpha IGS should be replaced by the new one here. So in the chat box you cannot see, so I think I have to indicate that on the screen. Okay, formula 12, you see, formula 12. Right now I point to the alpha IGST. The number of multiplier will be the product of three quantity. Okay, capital S, T tilde, and the number of connection in the trap. And if you follow the last one, the number of multiplier will be reduced because the index now going down to IGS only without T. So we associate the multiplier outside because we have to maintain the summation of the Yij with the Sij. Okay? So therefore, we make the final conclusion here throughout for your teamwork case study. Okay? I put the one here. The difference between 12 and the black one, not much, but that is represented better about the relationship between the YIGST with the XIJ. Okay, so that will be the end of the discussion regarding the modeling for the evacuation planning problem. Okay.